Good morning, children. Can anybody say what we discussed in the previous class? What topic we discussed? Please raise your hand and answer me. Sri Mai, Siddiq, unmute your mic.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Last class we discussed about tenses, sir.
What? Very good. What is meant by tense? What is meant by tense? Siddiq, Siddiq,
The change of form of the verb.
meaning I am asking, what is meant by tense?
The change of the form of the verb is called tense.
That is the definition. I am asking meaning. Tense means hey,
Hello?
yeah, Venkatnagar, Hama.
Sir, tense means time.
Tense means time. Very good. What is the definition?
The change of form of verb is called tense.
Why do we change the form of the verb?
According to the sentence, we will change the form of the verb.
To express the time of action.
Okay, sir.
Yes. How many tenses are there?
3.
3. What are they?
Present, past, future.
Basically, how many are there?
12.
Basically. Originally, how many tenses are there?
12.
12 forms. Tense forms are 12. But basically, we have only 2 tenses. Those are present
Simple
tense
past.
and past tense. Okay.
Okay,
Well
sir.
done. Very nice. Say unmute all your mics. Sorry, mute your all your mics. And then turn off your video also. Because of that, your data will be saved. Turn off your video and mute your mic. Today we are going to discuss clauses. Clause. The definition of clause, types of clauses we are going to learn. See here, definition of clause. A clause is a group of words having subject and predicate with some sense or complete sense. See here, a group of words having subject and predicate. It conveys some sense or complete sense. Once observe the definition. A clause is a group of words having subject and predicate. It conveys some sense or complete sense. See here, some and complete. Two different phrases we observed here. Some sense or complete sense. Based on these two phrases, we can analyze the clauses. Suppose the clause conveys partial meaning. Suppose the clause conveys partial meaning or some sense. It is called subordinate clause. I wrote SC, means subordinate clause. If it conveys complete meaning, this is main clause. So the clauses are two: subordinate clause and main clause. Subordinate clause and main clause. See, the definition is a group of words having subject and predicate. That is called clause. It conveys some sense or complete sense. When it conveys some sense, that means partially, it is called subordinate clause. Suppose it conveys complete sense, it is called main clause. See friends, this main clause is called independent clause. Independent clause means it doesn't depend upon anything else. Whereas the subordinate clause is called dependent clause. Dependent, because it depends upon some other clause or phrase to convey complete meaning. So that subordinate clause is called dependent clause and this main clause is called independent clause. This subordinate clause can also be called adverbial clauses. Adverbial clauses. So once again I repeat, a group of words having subject and predicate is called clause. It conveys some sense or complete sense. When it conveys a partial sense, then it is called subordinate clause. When it conveys complete sense, then it is called main clause. The clause conveys complete sense, that means we need not depend upon anything else to get it understood. So that it is called independent clause. Every main clause is independent because it doesn't depend upon any other clause. Whereas the subordinate clause cannot convey complete sense, so to get understood, we have to depend upon something else. That's why it is called a dependent clause. Some subordinate clauses can be called adverbial clauses. Madhav, ask me your doubt. Madhav, you have raised your hand.
No.
Madhav, ask me.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Gautam,
I have a last, sir.
What?
Sir,
Doubt?
sir,
What's your doubt?
sir. All subordinate clauses are adverbial clause, sir.
All subordinate clauses are not adverbial, but some subordinate clauses are adverbial clauses.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other? Siddiq asked me.
Sir, adverbial classes examples.
I will give you, first of all, up to this here, some subordinate clauses are adverbial clauses. I will give you more examples now. First, understand what is the definition and types of clauses. Okay? Siddiq, okay? Manogna.
Sir, sorry,
Sai Manogna.
main clause, subordinate clause, chapter, sir.
Main clause and subordinate clause, I will tell you. The clause which conveys complete sense is main clause. The clause which cannot convey complete sense is a subordinate clause. I will give you examples, then you can understand well.
Once tell definitions, meaning, definition, meaning.
For what? Definition spelling.
Meaning, sir, meaning, definition, meaning.
Definition meaning. So, what definition meaning? What defines? It is a definition. What is the group of words having subject and predicate is a definition.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So clauses are two types, main clause and subordinate clause. Now I am writing some clauses. Try to understand what kind of clauses they are. See, whenever or when I went out, when I went out, I saw an old man on the road. On the road, lying or lying on the road. An old man lying on the road. I saw an old man lying on the road. Here, two clauses I have written. When I went out, I saw an old man lying on the road. See, two clauses are there now. What is main clause? What is subordinate clause? First I will explain and then I give more examples. Then you can say, see, when I went out is a clause. Here see, subject is there, predicate also there. When I went out, whenever I use when I went out, you are unable to understand what I am going to say. Because this clause is not completed. It is not giving complete sense. When it is not giving complete sense, this is subordinate clause. That is subordinate clause. Say individually, I saw an old man lying on the road. I saw an old man lying on the road. See, this clause is conveying complete sense. You got it? Say, I saw an old man lying on the road. When I say this one, you got it. What is my intention or what is the meaning of my delivery? So, Lord, this is main clause because it is conveying complete sense, but it is not conveying complete sense. So, this is subordinate clause. It is depending upon this main clause. The subordinate clause is depending upon this main clause. So that this is dependent clause. But it need not depend upon any other clause. So that it is an independent clause. So this is the dependent clause and this is independent clause. Got it? Once again say, I say when I went out. When I say when I went out, you could not understand completely. That means this is subordinate clause. Say I saw an old man lying on the road. So this sentence itself can convey complete sense so that it is a main clause. So this is independent clause. I think you all could understand. Now I give two more examples. And then I will ask you questions. Can I wipe it off? Is everybody noting down? See, my dear friends, if you turn off your video, your mobile data will be saved. Your mobile data will be saved. See here, if you turn off your video, this class is not completed. That means it cannot convey complete sense. It cannot convey complete sense. See the second one, your mobile data will be saved. Your mobile data will be saved. So here, this clause is conveying complete sense. So now you can say easily what is subordinate clause and what is not subordinate clause. Raise your hands, those who want to say. Which one is a subordinate clause, which one is the main clause? Please raise your hands and tell me. Srinivas, Gandhinagar.
Yes, sir.
Tell
Hello?
me. Tell
If
me,
you-
Srinivas.
If you turn off your video is subordinate class, sir,
Okay.
your mobile data will be saved main class, sir.
How can you say this is subordinate class? You said if you turn off your video is a subordinate class. So how can you say? Srinivas? Srinivas, tell me. Lakshmi Rajyam.
Sir.
Lakshmi Rajyam.
Sir?
Here your mobile data will be saved. What kind of class it is?
Main class, sir.
How can you say?
Because we can get complete sense from it. We can understand completely from the sentence.
Very nice. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. See, Mahi Karanam. Mahi Karanam, please. Here, if you turn off your video, is a subordinate clause. Is it? Mahi. Achut.
Hello, sir.
See, here subordinate class and main class there now. If you turn off your video is a subordinate class. Why it is a subordinate class? Why the class is called subordinate?
It is depended on independent class, sir.
Yes, exactly. So subordinate class is also called
Dependent class
because
because it is depending on the main class, sir.
good, very nice. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, friends, I give one more example. Be ready. Please turn off your mics. All of you. Okay. We are conducting online classes since it is not possible to conduct directly or to teach directly in the classroom. We are conducting online classes since it is not possible to teach directly in the classroom. Children, have you noted down? We are conducting online classes since it is not possible to teach directly in the classroom. Harshita from Venkatnagar. Harshita from Venkatnagar.
Sir,
What do you want to speak? What's your name? Harshita. Gautam.
hello, sir.
Harshita, please speak out. Please unmute your mic and speak out, Harshita. Okay. Speak out, Arshita.
Hello, sir.
Ah. Here I wrote one
Sir, I
sentence.
think
Tell me.
yes, sir. To conducting directly in the classroom.
We are conducting online classes
Is a
since it is not possible to teach directly in the classroom. So what is subordinate class and what is main class?
to teach. We are conducting online classes since it is not possible is a subordinate class. To teach directly in the classrooms is a main class.
Try again. Try again. Suppose you stop here. We are conducting online classes since it is not possible to teach directly in the
Yes, sir.
classroom. You are saying that, but it is wrong.
Yes, sir.
Lakshmi Rajyam.
Okay, sir.
Lakshmi Rajyam.
Sir,
Tell me.
we are conducting online classes main class, sir.
Exactly.
Since it is not possible to conduct directly in the classroom, is
Yes.
subordinate
Very
class.
nice answer. Keep it up. We are conducting online classes. Is main class. Since it is not possible to teach directly in the classroom, is
Subordinate class.
class. Very good. Keep it up, my dear.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Please unmute. Sorry. Madhav. Madhav, what you want to speak out?
I want to tell the answer before she says, sir.
Nana?
I want to tell the answer before she says, sir.
Okay, say.
We are conducting online classes is main class, sir.
Okay.
Since it is not possible to teach directly in the class is subordinate to class, sir.
Good, good. Keep it up. Okay, I give one more example. Please mute your mic.
Yes, sir.
Can I wipe it off? If you say, please note down. If anybody wants time, please raise your hand. So one more example I am giving. I could not attend the class. I could not attend the class but I was suffering from fever. I could not attend the class for I was suffering from fever. Say, try to analyze what is main class and what is subordinate class. What is this? Sranida. Sranida, please speak out. Unmute your mic and speak out. Sai Pranav.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I could not attend the main class, sir,
Okay.
for I was suffering from fever subordinate class, sir.
Well done, my dear. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Naga Anirudh. Naga Anirudh. Anirudh,
Sir,
speak out. What do you want to say about this question? Can you speak out?
good morning, sir.
Good
morning,
morning.
sir.
Good morning. Please speak out.
Sir, I could not attend the class. Is main class, sir. I was suffering from fever. Is a subordinate class, sir.
Okay, very good. Are you following the class?
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
What is the another term for main class?
Main class, independent class, sir.
Why it is called independent class?
The complete sense is called a independent class, sir. Sentence.
No. Why is it called independent class?
It cannot depend on any sentence, sir.
Exactly. It does not depend upon anything else. Okay?
Sir.
It,
Yes,
it
sir.
conveys complete sense by itself. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Keep it up, boy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, children. One more example I give you and I close this class. If anybody has any doubt, you can ask me. We stayed indoors. We stayed indoors as it was raining heavily. We stayed indoors as it was raining heavily. Please raise your hands who would like to speak out regarding this question. Say, Papa.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You are from which branch? Please unmute your mic and speak out, Papa.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. You are from Pratipadu?
Yes, sir.
Okay, speak out.
You stayed indoors as a subordinate class, sir. It was raining heavy main class, sir.
Once again, say.
We stayed indoors as subordinated class, sir.
Okay.
It was raining heavily main class, sir.
Really? How do we use this as? Say one example using as. Where do you keep as? What is the position of as?
Main class, sir. Main class.
See, how do we use we stayed indoors as? Otherwise, we stayed indoors as it was raining heavily. Read out meaningfully.
We stayed indoors subordinate class, sir.
Okay.
As it was raining heavily main class, sir.
You are not following my class, I think.
Following, sir.
Say, we stayed indoors. This class is giving complete sense now.
Yes, sir.
When it gives complete sense, what kind of class?
Main class, sir.
Please speak out.
Main class, sir.
Then you said this is the subordinate class. Why you are giving meaningless past? Say we stayed indoors as you are using that. That is meaningless past. We stayed indoors as it was raining heavily. As means what? Because. Because it was raining heavily.
Heavily.
Okay. So this is subordinate class and this is main class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
So follow carefully, class. Don't worry. Can I give one more example?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I give you one more example. Try.
Okay, sir.
Mute your. See here, I met my friend when I went to Hyderabad. I met my friend when I went to Hyderabad. See here, Papa, unmute your mic.
Okay, sir.
Now say,
I went my friend
okay.
subordinate. I meant my friend subordinate class, sir.
Next,
When I went to Hyderabad main class, sir.
you are saying in reverse order. Say, when I met my friend is main class.
How, sir?
When I went to Hyderabad is subordinate class. See here, when I met my friend, I met my friend. So complete sense you are getting. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So when you are getting complete sense, that is main class. Now see, when I went to Hyderabad, you are not getting complete sense.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Papa,
Yes, sir.
you are not getting complete sense. When I went to Hyderabad, you are not getting complete sense, then it is a subordinate class.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay,
See,
sir.
it depends upon main class.
Main
When
class.
I went to Hyderabad, I met my friend. When I went to Hyderabad, I met my
Met my
friend.
friend.
It depends upon this class. So that this is subordinate class and I met my friend is main class.
Main
You
class.
practice more and more. Okay? In the
Okay,
next
sir.
class, I will ask you particularly.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Practice again and again.
Okay, sir.
Good morning, children. In our last sessions, we discussed some basic concepts of binary operations of over integers and in a simple way how we can do the division of decimals. We discussed such kind of topics. Today, we are going to see some basic concepts of LCM and how to add the fractions and how to subtract the fraction in a easy manner. We are going to see such kind of techniques. Okay, children, let us see the techniques. Before going to see the techniques, first you should learn a fundamental concept regarding them. They are nothing but co-primes, primes, and factors. Such kind of definitions and what they are, you should learn, you should understand. Then, so that you can understand, you can you can find the LCM and you can add the fractions and subtract the fractions very easily. Now let us see about the definitions and examples of such kind of types. Factors. See, children, 6 is a number. 6 is a number. The factors of 6 are 1 6 are 6, 2 3 are 6, 3 2 are 6, 6 1 are 6. So see here we can see 1, 2, 3, 6. Those are nothing but the factors. 1, 2, 3, 6. These are the factors. Or we can call them as divisors also. What is the complete meaning of factors? Factors are the numbers which divides the given number completely without leaving any remainder. Means here 1 is there. 1 divides 6. 2 there. 2 divides 6. 3 divides 6 because 3 2s are 6. 2 3s are 6. 6 1s are 6. Or you can say that with 2 3s are 6, remainder is 0. So here I am telling that 2 is the factor. 2 is the factor of 6. Why? Because 2 is dividing the 6 completely without leaving any remainder. Means in here remainder is 0. It means it is dividing 6 without leaving any remainder. That's why we can say that 2 is the factor of the divisor or dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder. No, dividend and divisor. Here you can say 2 is the divisor. Also 2 is a factor. So in this way we can say these are factors. 1, 2, 3, 6. These are called the factors. See here 12, 24, 48 there. 12, 24, 48. I am going to just give you the explanation briefly about the factors, primes and co-primes. See children, here 12, 24, 48 is there. Here 12 is the factor of 48 because 12 4s are 48. Means 12 divides 48. That's why we can say that 12 is the factor of 48. 24 is the factor of 48 because 24 2s are 24 2s are 48. That's why we can say that 24 is the factor or 24 is the divisor of 48. In this way, we can say whether the given numbers are the factors of the particular number or not. Of course, we no need to go further for getting the LCM. This is the basic concept. We need to know for doing the LCMs and the fractions addition tricks. See here, 6 and 12 there. Tell me, 6 is the factor of 12 or not? 6 2s are 12. Easily we can say that 6 is the factor of 12. 3 and 5. Tell me, is 3 the factor of 5? In the 3 table, you cannot get the 5. That's why 3 is not the factor of 5. So easily we can recognize the factors. Okay, children. Now let us see about co-primes. children, very initial days onwards, from 6th or 7th class onwards, you going to learn about co-primes and primes. Yeah, these terms are very familiar to you. Co-primes and primes. What are co-primes? What are co-primes? These are the numbers having highest common factor as 1. These are the numbers having highest common factor as 1. And what about the prime? Prime numbers are the natural numbers having 1 and itself the factors. 1 and itself the factors. See here, let us see the example for co-primes. Once I will give you an example so that easily you can understand. 25 and 9. 25 and 9. Already I explained you how to find the factor of a number in the previous example. In that manner, I will write the factors of 25. 125 is 25. 5 5 is 25. 25 1 is 20. So factors of 21. I mean 25. Factors of 25. 1, 5, 1. And 9. 9 is 9. 9 is 9. 3 3 is 9. 3 3 is 9. 9 1 is 9. So 1 3 9 are factors. 1 3 9. See here, I have listed all the factors of 25 and 9. 1 5 25 are the factors of 25. 1 3 9 are the factors of 9. What are the common factors? See here, 1 is the common factors of these two. That's why we can say that 25 and 9 are co-primes or mutually primes. Co-primes are mutually primes. So these are the numbers which have highest common factor as 1. Okay. For such kind of co-primes, they no need to be the prime numbers. They may be any type of numbers. Once let us see the prime numbers, then I will come back to this concept. Prime numbers. These are the natural numbers. These are the natural numbers having factors 1 and itself. These are the natural numbers having factors 1 and itself. Once let us write the factors of some numbers to give the examples. 5 7. Factors of 5. Factors of 5. What are the factors of 5? 1 comma 5. 1 comma 5. Factors of 7. 1 comma 7. See here, 5 factors are 1 more 5. 7 factors are 1 more 7. So and they are having the factors 1 in itself, no? That's why such kind of numbers are called prime numbers. Such kind of numbers are called prime numbers. Usually, prime numbers are the natural numbers having factors 1 and itself. Means they will have the factors, number of factors 2 only. See here, 5 have a number of factors 2. 7 have the number of factors 2. In this way, prime numbers will have only 2 factors, but that too 1 and itself. That too 1 and itself. Examples, some more examples for prime numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, so on. Those all are nothing but the prime numbers. Okay, children. See one more concept. One more. See here in these examples, I will tell you one more thing. Factors of 5, 1 and 5. Factors of 7, 1 and 7. What are the common factor of these two numbers? There also 1 there. If any two numbers having a common factor 1, such kind of numbers are called as co-primes. So here, individually I have taken them as prime numbers, and the prime number list from that I have seen that they are having common number 1. So that's why I can call them the prime numbers as co-primes. That's why I can say that these prime numbers are also co-primes. But here 25 is not a prime number. 9 is not a prime number. But ultimately 25 and 9 become co-primes. So to become co-primes, there is no need to be conditioned that they are basically prime number. There might be prime numbers, there might not be prime numbers. Whatever it might be, they can satisfy the condition of co-primes. But the condition is they must have a common factor 1. They must have the common factor 1. But the prime numbers condition is prime number is the natural number having the factors 1 and itself. So basically, I want to explain you some concept regarding factor, co-prime, and prime. Now let us see the technique for finding the answer in a very easy way. Okay, children. Children, if you have any doubt, immediately you can raise your hand. You can ask me. While I am explaining, if you ask me, I can explain you the solution. Now write down co-primes and primes definitions, children.
You ask all questions.
Children, tell me 15 and 17. Can anybody tell me 15 and 17 are primes or co-primes? This pair, prime pair or co-prime pair? Can anybody say? If you want to say, just raise your hand. Oh. Mahikarnam. What is your doubt? Gautam?
Sir?
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 Yeah, say.
Sir, 17 and 19 also primes, sir. 17 and 19.
17 or 19, they are primes.
Okay, sir. Sir, one.
Hello?
Sir, one always.
Actually, here one is neither prime nor composite because it doesn't belong to any set. One is neither prime nor composite. The numbers of what I didn't write, I mean the numbers which are not primes, they are called co-primes. But one doesn't belong to any set because this is called neither prime nor composite number. You should not call it as prime number or you should not call it as composite number. Okay, children? Lakshmi Rajya.
Sir,
Yeah, what is your doubt?
you asked one question was 15 and 17.
Yeah,
Those are co-primes, sir.
very good, Amma. Very good. Can you say how they are co-primes?
Because when we write those factors of those numbers, we get one as common factor.
Okay, what are the factors of 15?
1,
1.
3, 5, 15.
Okay, very good, ma'am. Very good. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next to Hama. Hama.
Hello?
Hama, say.
Sir, 15 and 17 are co-primes, sir.
Okay, very good. Well,
Seven.
how they are co-primes?
Because they have one as common factor, sir.
Okay, what is 15? Is it a prime number?
No, sir.
Why?
Because it has 1, 3 and 15 as factors, sir.
Okay, but you are telling that these two are co-primes, no? That's why can I say that 15 is a prime number?
No, sir.
Why? Is there any condition?
Hello?
Yeah. Emma,
Sir,
Emma,
50.
you are telling that 15 and 17 are co-primes. Can I say that 15 a prime number?
No, sir.
Why? Because basically it is a.
Composite number.
Okay, very good. What about 17?
17 is a prime number, sir, because it have 1 as common factor and itself.
Okay, very good. From which branch you are talking?
Venkatnagar, sir.
Okay, okay, very good, very good. Keep it up. Next, Sai Manujna. Madhav. 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 Madhav, just ask me your doubt.
Doubt not, sir. Answer, sir.
Say the answer.
Co-prime, sir.
Co-primes. Okay, very good. Okay, very good, Madhav. Keep it up. Sai Manujna. Now tell me about 7 and 35 pair. Are they co-primes or not? Sai Manujna.
7 is prime number, sir.
7 and 35 totally. Are they co-primes?
No, sir.
Why?
7 and 35. Yes, sir.
7 and 35. Co-primes or not?
Co-prime, sir.
How can you say that?
7 is a prime number, sir.
Okay.
35 is composite number, sir.
That's why you are telling that they are co-primes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. They are not co-primes now.
Okay, sir.
Because 7 factors are 1 and 7. 1 and
7.
7. 35 factors are 1, 5, 7, 35. So they are having factors 1 and 7. For
Yes, sir.
co-primes, such kind of situation should not be existed. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
The common factor must be 1 only. But here our common factor other one also there, 7 also there. That's why I can say that 7 and 35 are not a co-primes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am, very good.
Sir, 1.
5 and 19.
Okay. Now tell me about the 5 and 19 failed. Mahi karma or Mahi karma.
Sir,
Yeah, say. What is your doubt?
sir,
5 and 19 primes or co-primes?
they are one. They are primes, sir. Primes.
Can I call both of them co-primes?
No, sir, they are primes.
They are only primes.
5
5 and 19 totally, can I call them co-primes? 5 and 19 totally, can I call them co-primes or not?
No, sir.
See here, can you tell me the factors of 5? Mahi? What are the factors of 5?
1, 5.
Okay, very good. 1 or 5. What are the factors of 19?
119.
Okay. What are the common factors among those listed?
1.
So that's why we can say that there are 4 primes. That's why we can say there are 4 primes. Okay. Mahim, you
Okay, sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Because okay, children, let me go for further so that you can ask me later after completing my topic. Okay, let me go forward. So now we are going to see some techniques how to find the LCM very easily. Okay, children. In case of devices, so for finding the LCM, mainly the questions will be given among these situations. First, in case of factors, factors of situation. Let us see the situations of factors. Find the LCM of 7, 14, 28. Find the LCM of 7, 14, and 28. Find the LCM of 6 and 18. 6 and 18. Find the LCM of 3, 5, 2. Find the LCM of 4 and 9. So finding the LCM. So see here, already I'm explaining you about the factors concept. See, 7 is the factor of 28. 7 is the factor of 28 because 7 4 is 28. 14 is the factor of 28 because 14 2 is 28. So this question comes under to the first section. Okay, children. Find the LCM of 7, 14, 28. If you want to find the LCM, you will go normally in a long method. Okay, here we no need to go for a long procedure. If you want to find the LCM, first to see any factors there or not. The first number is biggest number is 28. Biggest number is 28, and its factors are 7 and 14. If there are any factors, just you strike off them. Just strike off them. If any remaining number there means that becomes the LCM of the given data. So LCM is 28. LCM is 28. See children, here I didn't do any long procedure. Just I have applied the technique of factors concept and I got the LCM. See 7, 14, 28. LCM of 7, 14, 28. Biggest number is 28. And its factor I am going to check in here. Its factor is 7 because 7 4 is 28. And another factor I am searching 14 is there. 14 2 is 28. That's why I can say 14 is the factor. So if any factors there means just you strike off them, and the remaining number is nothing but would become the LCM. Okay, children. Next 6 and 18. 6 and 18. Find the LCM of 6 and 18. What is the biggest number here? 18 is the biggest number. Is there any factor for that number? Yes. 6 is the factor for that number because 6 3 is 18. Already you, as I said in the first example, if any factor there means just you strike off them. You strike off that. The remaining number is the last number is the LCM. So So in this way, very easily you can find the LCM for in case of factor situation. In case of a factor situation, that's why I have explained you the concept of factor, and later I explained you the concept of prime. No, see here in the second situation, you already I already have given the examples for the prime numbers. Here 3, 5, 2 are the prime numbers. So prime numbers means those are the numbers having no common factor except one in itself, means they have no other factors. That's why if you have the only prime numbers, then the LCM is nothing but the product of the given numbers. Product of the given numbers. LCM is nothing but the product of the given numbers. 5 2s are 10 and 3s are 30. So what is the LCM of the given data? LCM of 3, 5, 2 is 30. Okay, children. Let's see. Find the LCM of 4 and 9, because here the heading is primes condition, but I have written composite. Why? Because see here 4 is nothing but a 2 square. 4 is nothing but 2 square. 4 is nothing but 2 square, and 9 is nothing but 3 square. I'll change them into power of some primes, and easily I can say that 3 square have no factor, 2 square have no factor. So this example cannot comes under to the first session. That's why I changed them into power of some primes. If primes there means the condition is you just multiply the given data. So if you want to multiply, you can get the LCM. So 2 square into 3 square. 36. What is the LCM of the 4 and 9? 36. Okay, children. See here, some students are asking the doubts. Sushmita, what is your doubt? Sushmita. Sushmita, what is your doubt? Madhav, what is your doubt?
Sir, once explain second one, sir, 4 and 9.
4 and 9. 4 is nothing but a 2 square.
Yes, sir.
9 is nothing but a 3 square. Already we know that 2 and 3 are nothing but a primes. If there are any primes, means in this condition you just multiply. Primes there means you just need to multiply only. So I am just multiplying 2 square into 3 square. I got 36. That becomes the LCM of 4 and 9. Okay, Madhav?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Next, Manikumar.
Hello, sir.
Manikumar, Sema.
Sir, if they ask the LCM of 4 and 8, how we want to do, sir?
4 and 8. Okay, this is 4 and 8, right? 8 is 4 is the factor of 8, no?
Yes, sir.
4 2s are 8, no? That's why this is the factor. Factor means the strike off. What is the remaining number?
8, sir.
8 becomes the LCM.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Achyut. Achyut, what is your doubt? Manojja, what is your doubt?
Once explain LCM of 352, sir.
352. Okay. So here the condition is prime numbers condition. No, primes means if there are only prime numbers means for getting the LCM you just multiply 3 into 5 into 2. That becomes the LCM. Just I multiplied and I got 30. 30 is the LCM of 352. You understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma. Srimai,
Sir, give one more example of prime numbers, sir. Primes.
primes 7 and 11. Are 7 and 11 prime numbers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, to get the LCM of 7 and 11, you just multiply them. LCM equals to 7 into 11. 77 becomes the LCM of 7 and 11. If there are
Okay,
only
sir.
prime number, just multiply. Enough.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, Verma. Verma. Verma, any doubt? Naga Aniruddha.
Sir,
What is your doubt, ma'am?
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Once explain 4 and 9 LCM, sir.
4 and 9.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 4.
Yes,
4 is 2 square. Right?
sir. Yes, sir.
9 is 3 square.
Yes, sir.
See here, what is 2?
2 square, sir.
What is 3?
3 square, sir.
So clearly we can see the prime numbers now.
Yes, sir.
So the question comes under to the section of prime number section.
Yes, sir.
What is the condition for a prime number section? You just do multiplication. So
Yes, sir.
these are prime numbers. That's why I'm doing multiplication. I got the answer 36. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Varma clear? Huh? Varma over? I think so. Sri Surya. Sri Surya. Sri Surya.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir.
Say.
Sir, by without doing 2 square and 3 square also we can get the answer na sir. 4 into 9 directly
yes,
we
clear,
can do.
but to show that they are nothing but the prime numbers, just I converted them into power notation. I need to show them now. That's why. Of course, if you want, you can do direct multiplication. But I want to show that they comes under to the section of prime numbers. That's why I converted them into power notation. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Very good. So, children, in this way, we can find the LCM of the numbers if they are having factors concept and if they are in a prime numbers concept. Okay, children, I'm going to give you some questions. You do in our next class. I will tell you what is the procedure to find the LCM. They are not comes under these two sessions. Okay. Okay, children, write down the primes concept and write down this homework also. I hope you enjoyed this class, and in our next session, I will tell you how to find the LCM of the given numbers if they not comes under to these two conditions. Okay, children, have a good day.